Hello boys and girls, welcome to Storytime at theManse. My name is Miss Rose, and today we're going to be finding out the next part in the Bible after John baptized Jesus in the river. Jesus restores God's place. One day, Jesus was walking through the temple. This was the place where people went to meet with God. This temple wasn't the one that Solomon had built, and it wasn't the one that Israel had rebuilt either. Herod had built this temple. The Romans had made Herod king. Herod was clever and tricky. He built this place to keep God's people happy, so they would obey him as king. While walking through the temple, Jesus saw men selling cattle and sheep and doves. Cows and sheep and doves were in God's place in the temple. Jesus saw other greedy men sitting at tables trading money. Seeing all this made Jesus angry. The temple was supposed to be a holy place. This was the place where blood sacrifices for sin were made. Instead, the temple had become a wicked place. People came to look important and to put lots of money in their own pockets. People were sinning instead of coming to be forgiven. What Jesus saw made him so angry that he did something about it. He tipped over the tables of the money traders, and all the coins scattered. He made a whip and drove out the sheep and the cattle, and all the doves scattered. And while he was doing this, Jesus demanded, "Take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of trade." That made the people angry, and they yelled back as if to say, "Hey, who do you think you are? Prove to us that you are in charge of this place." When Jesus heard this, he raised his voice for all to hear. "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." At this, everyone got quiet. The leaders of God's place scratched their heads. They closed their eyes, and they thought, "Surely this man is confused." Finally, one of them said to Jesus, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you will raise it up in 3 days?" Jesus didn't answer. Jesus just walked away. He was right. The leaders did not understand what he was saying about God's special place. This stone temple wasn't God's place anymore. Jesus was God's special place. His body was God's holy temple. His blood would pay for sins. He was better than the places built by Solomon, the Israelites, or Herod. But on that day, no one understood Jesus, although there was a man who thought he did. Can you see it? And we'll find out more about that man next time. So, what happened when Jesus was walking through the temple? Phoebe?
He destroyed it.
He got angry. He turned over the tables and tipped all the money out and set all the animals free. Because why, Jimmy?
Because it was God's place.
It was God's place. Yeah, it wasn't a trading place. No, it was God's place. And it's a holy place. It shouldn't be a marketplace. Anyway. Bye.